is up, everybody? Today we are doing another bale break. In this case, it's more of a box break. We got another bale, quote unquote. This time, when I went to Goodwill to buy a bale, which is usually like a 1,000-pound bale and it's all twined up and yada yada. I got there, they said they changed how they sell them and they're selling them in the box. I think the box only had about 350 pounds total. It wasn't all like zip tied and like tight like I hoped. So there was a whole lot less clothes to go through. Positive, it took me way less time to go through. Downfall, I got way less clothes, and in turn I got way less things that I can sell in my shop and way less things to sell bulk for people that just want generic basic clothes. First initial thoughts, if they don't go back to selling the bales, I don't know if it's really gonna be worth buying the boxes, because the boxes were the same price, $250, as the 1,000-pound bales, and I got a third of the product. And with that, because I got way less quantity to start with, there was in turn a way less percentage of keepable clothes. Usually I only keep the stuff that's good for my depop, and some of this I kept to sell to other resellers and things that I just thought were cool in the bale break that I might not necessarily keep on my depop, but we'll get into that. I'll tell you everything that I kept and why I kept it. And then at the end, we'll do like a rough breakdown of how much money I think I'm gonna make and overall in the bale, and if I think it's a net positive or a net negative. Getting into the bale break or box break, we got a decent amount of Lululemons. So I got this, I believe these are old vintage Lululemons. This one's a little bit stained up, but anything with like a logo on the hood, big like horseshoe on it, I find you can get at least 30 bucks on Depop or eBay for them. On eBay, they're upwards of like 50 US, depending on the certain one. This one is pretty stained up, so I will have to wash it. I also have a Lululemon person that will just take any generic Lululemon for $5, no questions asked. So I was keeping it for that, and I was just gonna move it on to her, like these Lulu leggings. However, I didn't get that much from the bale break, and I need inventory to list on my Depop, so I may just list it all myself and not give it to her. It is nice not having to list it, and then I can just give it to her, no questions asked. I get the money, I move on, and it saves me a whole lot of time of listing. In turn, I make a whole lot less money. Kind of a catch-22. If you got the supply, take it, move it quickly, make the money. If you don't have the supply, list it, make maximum money. I got this Oilers sweater. Wouldn't keep this for myself. It's pretty poor quality, but it could be a Facebook item. I also have another person that sells a lot of Oilers stuff, so I might just give it to them for some good juju. Next up, I got these Bugatti pants. I don't know if this is like Bugatti from like the car Bugatti. So I was gonna eBay these and see how much they were, but they're like, you know, cargo pants. I'm assuming if they're like Bugatti, they might sell for like $40 or $50. They might even be like a high-end, maybe $100 item, but I would need to Google Lens that. Next up, Lulu camo shorts. Then we also pulled and we didn't really get any vintage out of this bale, which is also sad. I just grabbed the things, like I said, I thought would sell. I've never really tried to sell Under Armour, but I was gonna try this on eBay because I'm trying to get more into the eBay game. I'm assuming Under Armour is a big enough brand that it'll sell on eBay for at least 20 bucks, but I don't know. I haven't done too much research, but I did keep this one. Next up, I got these jeans. They got print on the back. Might try them on Depop. There's no major brand or anything. Maybe this is it, Bugatti. They are kind of straight, a little bit baggy. So because there's texture on the back, they might sell, but other than that, they're pretty basic. So I don't know if they will sell just for the stars because there's no brand to go with it, and the design isn't that crazy. So I did keep them, but probably either a $0 to $5 item. I got this cloud print dress. It is called Sun Drenched Australia, maybe? Sun Drenched Australia. I was gonna Google Lens it. This may be a nothing item, but I was gonna Google Lens it because it looked like it had potential. Sometimes you just know when something may be worth money, so I thought I would give it a Google Lens and just give it the old try, but potentially could be a $0 item. Next up, I got this Disney Uniqlo t-shirt. I know Uniqlo, I think actually sells not bad on eBay. It's a decent quality, so it may sell, it may be worth nothing. So I'll call it a $10 item. Next up, I got another women's kind of loud print item. It's kind of like a flowy dress top that I was gonna Google Lens, called Jess and Jane, made in USA. So potentially could be something, could be nothing again. Next up, I got this button up called brand Wayne Gretzky. So if this is like the actual hockey player's brand, which I'm assuming it is because I don't think you'd be able to trademark that name and sell. It might sell just for the name. It's kind of a cool find. It's a little bit stained on the back, being that it's like most likely Wayne Gretzky's brand. It's kind of a cool find. Might be worth something, might be worth nothing. I haven't Google Lensed it yet. Found this vintage looking long knit sweater. It says 100% alpaca, which I don't normally see. So could be something. Need to Google Lens that as well. It is called Inca Trail, 100% alpaca, which I feel like I heard someone say if it's 100% alpaca, it's worth money, but unsure on that one. Nonetheless, cool find again. Next up, we got a Lacoste full zips. I've sold a couple on eBay, a couple on Depop. I don't think this is vintage or anything. I do know the big gators sell for a lot more. It might be, you know, a $20 item. Next up, another pair of Lulu sweatpants, men's like joggers, probably like easily if I do a whatnot show or eBay, 20 bucks probably to sell this, or give it to my other reseller for $5 an item. Next up, we got more Lululemon, same kind of deal, hoodies, 30 to 50 potentially, or to the reseller. Got a pair of Wrangler jeans. Normally wouldn't keep this for my own shop, but I have a guy that will pay me $6 a pair of jeans for Levi's or Wranglers. So obviously he must be doing okay. I've never had too much luck with denim, but he's gonna take it from me. $6 is $6, especially when it comes in a bulk bin like that, and I pay like $1 maybe for it. Next up, same kind of story as the Wrangler and Levi jeans. He also takes silver jeans, which I got the as well. So that'll be another guaranteed $6 when he picks those up. And then a pair of Levi's. They have the paper tag cut off on the back, but on the inside, they have the style cut off on the inside too. So I don't know, maybe they're not real Levi's jeans. They look like real Levi's jeans. They don't look super old. They don't have the pleating on the inside, which I do know if you have that special texture on the inside, they're worth more money as well. I have learned throughout my days, just Google the inside pleating on a Levi's jean and we'll figure that out. Probably a better explanation than I will give you. Next up, kids polo. I can either sell this on Whatnot in a kids show for probably $5, or I'll give it to a reseller for like $3 an item. More kids stuff. I don't know a ton about kids stuff, but it's got a paper tag made in the USA, so someone might buy it solely because it's vintage. I have a couple baby resellers, or like I said in some of my previous videos, my baby shows have been doing quite well on Depop, or on Whatnot, I mean. Next up, Lulu kids, another $5 guaranteed, even if it's just straight leggings. More polo kids sweatpants, be able to sell those. Abercrombie Fitch kids hoodie, some Y2K, someone might buy that. I don't think it's vintage, however it is still Y2K era surf. And then next up, we got Levi's kids shorts, baby reseller or Whatnot show. Again, I'm thinking anywhere from $3 to $6 mark. Next up, we got a Michael Kors tee, men's, maybe women's. This could potentially sell on eBay or Depop, I'm assuming, but not entirely sure. Would need to Google Lens this, but I would say it's probably a safe $20. Probably my favorite find. I don't know if it's worth anything because the quality is not very good, but we got Home Alone, a little Post Malone spoof. These little like spoof things and like meme shirts seem to do okay on Depop. I thought it was a little bit stained, but it's just the yellow showing through from the front logo. Should be okay for like 20 on Depop, I'm assuming, but kind of probably my favorite find from the box. Kind of cool. Next up, we got another Disney Uniqlo, the same boat as the other one. You might get $10, or it might be nothing. Got a Texas A&M University long sleeve, still have the tag on it. Definitely not vintage, but I do know university tees seem to do okay, so you might get $10 for this on eBay or Depop, especially it has the tag still. Hollister tee, nothing crazy, but Y2K surf, some people just want it because that era. Next up, I need to Google this, but I did notice it is a single stitch tee all the way around. I don't know anything about this. Relzac, maybe? Relzac, it's made in Mexico, but it's 100% cotton, single stitch, so I believe it is older. Would need to look into it. Maybe it's nothing, but either way, it's got a cool graphic on it. It's single stitch, so it should sell on Depop at least for $20. I'm assuming minimum 15, I would assume. Next up, we got this cool Adidas women's tee, maybe like a t-shirt dress. It's an Adidas Jeremy Scott collab. I'm not sure what that means entirely. I still need to Google Lens that one as well, but I would assume that's probably a $30, maybe a $40 shirt. I'm assuming if Adidas collabed with them, there's someone big. So either way, this is some type of limited edition Adidas, which should increase the resale value. Next up, this might be a contender for the best find as well. 2004 Harley, California. Cool graphic. 2004, as you can see there. Good condition. Might even be a personal one, but that's a cool shirt for sure. Next up, this is just a blank tee, but it is Saks. I know the underwear was quite expensive once upon a time. I'm unsure if the shirt would be a decent reseller on eBay as well. It's nice material. I know the underwear are very comfortable and they sell for a lot, so this was to be a Google Lens item. Next up, we got like a kid's dress. It's got a paper tag in it, so I'm assuming it's vintage. Again, this will probably just go into a box and let my baby resellers pick through it. Because it's a paper tag, I'm quite certain it's vintage, but it may not be. Again, probably like a $3 item. It's Quicksilver, so you know, Y2K surf era, and it's kind of a cool pattern, cool colors on it. So again, go in the baby box and someone should buy it. Next up, this little jean romper dress. Same kind of boat as the rest of the kids. It's George, but I do know the resellers for baby do like their vintage, but the trick with a lot of the baby stuff is if it looks cute, it'll probably sell. Then we found a soccer jersey, which soccer jerseys I was really put onto in the last couple bill breaks, and I did do quite well on a few soccer jerseys. It made some decent money on them, like upwards of 50 or 60 bucks per jersey. This one is quite heavily stained on the back, so hopefully I can wash that and get that out. But it looks like, I believe, some type of Germany 2014, so it's a little over 10 years old. Adidas, so may sell, may not, because of the stains. Next, another kid's dress. Not sure about the brand. Like, it has potential. If it's a brand that I don't see often in kids, I usually set aside, because it usually means it's a good brand because you don't see it often. And it's harder to find because other people are taking it. Not the best reliable strategy, but you know, at least it kind of sometimes steers you in the right direction if you think like that. Next up, we got a whiskey graphic tee. I don't think I will keep this. Brand Soul of London. I just thought it was like one of the better and only items I got out of the bail break. It was such a sad number of items that I just wanted to show some more things off. So I did get that, but probably will not accept. Next up, another Hollister, $5, $10 item, just because it's a basic Hollister. And we did get another Harley. It's very thrashed. I don't know if I can sell this. I might be able to put it on for 5 or 10 bucks, but front is pretty beat, paint all over it, grease. But it was a cool Harley. Again, New Orleans. I don't even see a date on it, but it is an older Harley, older-ish Harley. And then I've sold a few just like Nike and Adidas sports shorts for like $10 or $15 on Depop and eBay, so I thought I would give these a go as well. They're in good shape, so that will be another item that I will list. But that is all of our items. I'm gonna divvy them up. I'm gonna Google Lens a few of these as I sort them into how many items and price that we think, and we'll see how much money we think we made just on stuff I'm gonna list on my eBay and my Depop. So this is about how I broke it down. 2 Lulu hoodies, the Harley in my $30 pile. In my $20 pile, I got this Inca Trail. Seems like alpaca fur, does sell okay on eBay. Lacoste, maybe more of a $10. We got the Michael Kors, the Home Malone, the soccer jersey, the Saks, and the Bugatti in like my $20 pile. In my like $5 to $10 pile, eBay item, Under Armour, Wayne Gretzky. This Wayne Gretzky doesn't look like it'll actually sells for that much, maybe $15. Hollister, Lululemon, $5 Lululemon, Lululemon reseller, jeans, reseller. This kind of a cool graphic, probably just like a $15 cool graphic on Depop. It doesn't seem to be anything cool. Hollister, $5 Uniqlo. They're about $15-ish. Some are a bit higher on eBay. Texas A&M, 5, maybe 10. Same with the sports shorts. This is my garbage pile, or just give away to friends pile. Oilers, these Star jeans, these little floral dresses, my Beat Harley, and then this whiskey shirt is all garbage. And then I have about 10 baby items. And this one, anything that was this Jeremy Scott collab, there was some other mesh shirts on eBay that were selling for like $300. So I never saw this one specifically, but anything that had that Jeremy Scott collab was selling for like $300. So this could be a $100 item, but I'm not entirely sure. Conservatively, I'm gonna say it's a $50 item and then do more research on it. So this is our final breakdown of items we kept just for Depop and eBay, and to move to my other resellers. So baby clothes averaged about in the middle of all these, so $2 times 9, 18. My resellers, I don't even think are gonna take all that. I mean, and then mix in some whatnot shows. Between the 9, I might get about 18, then about 16, $5 to $10 items, 87, $10 items, 70. There's about, and like some of these are a little bit conservative. Like these ones I know are only about $10 items, so I didn't even do an average, because then we got $30 to $40 items. We had 3 of those for 90, and then we had that Adidas Jeremy Scott collab, which I priced at 55, but it could be a $100 item. Not really sure. There will naturally be a 20% no sell rate. So this was our final number of sales, but if we minus the 250 for the bail and minus like a 15 to 20% no sell rate, this is going to drop significantly. So with a 20% no sell rate is about $62 lost. The price of the bail is about $250, which is, funny enough, oddly, exactly $312 our profits. If we sell all of that, works out to exactly $0 profit. So with that being said, I spent a whole day going to pick up the bale. I'm gonna have to spend more time going to list, clean, and post the items that I did get just to break even. Now, there may be some other items in here that I might be able to bulk sell. Now, all the extra stuff that I'm not reselling or giving to resellers in shipping out of the country, I may be able to get anywhere from $1 to $3 a pound, potentially. I've yet to prove that theory. Maybe like $1 if we're being conservatively. So if there's an extra like 200 pounds there that I can move out of country for $1 a pound, that's $200 profit. So we're gonna end up spending about a day and a half of efforts, gas money, water bill, laundry, all the stuff to maybe make $150 profit. So these Goodwill boxes are an absolute no-go for me. All the efforts put in, I maybe made $100. And if you want to make this a full-time job, you have to make about $200 a day to make like 60,000 a year. So to make $100 to $150 for 2 days worth of work, absolutely a no-go. So I would strongly advise not getting a Goodwill box, but that is your call. These are just my results and what I got out of this box. Some boxes may be better, may be worse, potentially even. With that being said, that's the breakdown of a $250 box of about 350 pounds bought from Goodwill. I do think the bales actually provide a decent value if you can diversify. If you can diversify and sell all the extra stuff and not just the vintage, they are worth it. There's still a ton of work, but I think I could justify spending the money on a bale because usually I would get enough of just depop eBay items out of the bale, and then I could make a little bit extra selling the baby clothes and other stuff out of country. But even that was sometimes dicey, but at least my eBay stuff on a bale, I would get enough of it that it would actually make me a little bit of money. But the boxes pretty much put me in the hole in terms of spending time and efforts, because now I spent all this time where I could have been making money doing something else or sourcing somewhere else. But I had to sort, deliver the extras back to Goodwill, figure out a buyer for all the junk stuff, the whole 9 yards. So again, recap. Wasn't a fan of the boxes sold by Goodwill. However, the bales were okay, but I don't think they're selling the bales anymore. So thanks for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs so we can get monetized on YouTube and bring in some extra income so that I don't have to go back to my job. So I appreciate it if everyone could like, comment, share the video, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.